Welcome to Eat Sleep Sixers. I am one of your hosts, 215, the sports guy. The gang is here. The whole gang is here. We got our brother
Hey,
BG.
hey.
We got our brother BG from a couple moons across the sea over there. How you doing, brother? That's what's up. We got our sister Jen. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Okay. And brother Jose, how are you, my guy? All right. We in here. We're in here after a tough loss last game. It's been a lot of criticism on the team and how we look after two games. We're 0-2. We played two very high caliber teams in the Eastern Conference, and we came up short. I want your guys' honest viewpoint on what are you seeing out there, what should be changing. Give me the feel, Jen, First Lady. What's going on?
I definitely see both sides of the argument that is happening right now. One side saying that Embiid looks terrible. And it's true, he does. And, his body language is awful and the team is just not looking great. And that's true. But at the same time, this is the way Embiid tends to start off a season, kind of slow,
Good
and
point.
he's getting
Good
over
point.
an injury and is not in shape. And but my biggest problem right now is not Embiid or anybody else on the team. My problem is one man and one man only, and that is Doc Rivers, because I have no idea what on earth that man is doing, and I'm not quite sure he does. Hey, Aunt Sims. Hey, Sheik. Good to see you guys.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
we
what's
got
up.
two BGs.
Uh,
What's going on?
hey, we're blessed. We're blessed to have two BGs. So, seemed like we had a volume issue with him. Seemed good now. BG, are
Yeah,
you
I think I'm
good?
good now. Laptop tripping out.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. How do you
Yeah.
feel about the last two games being 0-2? What are you seeing out there? Same question to you. What should change?
Uh, I'm not happy. Obviously, 0-2 is 0-2. We did play two formidable
Right.
opponents, so it's not like I'm saying it ain't like we went out there and lost to nobodies. We lost to the Eastern Conference champs and a team that was the champions the year before. So, I mean, hats off to those teams. But yeah, I gotta agree with Jen. Like
Right.
the lineups is like I can't believe that. I love the addition of PJ Tucker, but I can't believe he's playing so many minutes. I can't believe Harden's playing so many minutes. I can't believe
39 minutes, 38
we've turned
minutes.
Harden. We turned Harden back into Houston Harden, where it's dribble, 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 dribble. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Put up a shot. That's just not what's going to win us a championship. So we do know
Right.
Embiid's hurt.
Right.
So maybe
Right.
maybe
Right.
he's shouldering the load right now because Embiid's hurt. But we'll see.
Jose, we saved the best for last. Came on and gave us the insider scoop, man, of what was going on with Embiid before anybody knew about it. And when
Oh,
it
don't shoot
finally
the
came out
messenger.
with Doc Rivers,
Don't shoot the messenger. Hands
hey,
up.
hey.
My hands are up. Don't shoot the messenger.
I had to point you
My
out.
hands
I
ain't on the
had to
wheel no
point you out,
more.
brother.
My hands are up. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just delivering the
Great.
message, from a now
Well,
credible
listen,
source.
fill us
That's all.
in. Fill us in with what your source said and what Doc Rivers said on yesterday on the prognosis of Joel Embiid. Please
My
let us know what's
source,
up.
my source was at the actual scrimmage game. Um, he
Okay.
happened to be there while the entire game was being played because his job was to be done after the guys got off the court. He said
Right.
John B walked off the court limping, and not no punk limp, like a bad limp, grimacing, facial expressions looking really bad, almost to a point where he had to get. You remember when Michael Jordan had the flu? Scotty had to like walk him off,
Right.
almost
Right.
like that, where someone had to help
Mm.
him get to the back. Um,
Mm.
and he's not even a fan. He was there to make money. You understand what I'm saying? To do a job, get paid, do a job. And so, yeah, I believed him from the rip because he doesn't have history of lying. So now you see going on here. Does he look good? Be honest.
I mean, what
like
came out
ass.
All right.
I mean,
we got that. We got that. We don't need no explanation. I just need a yes or no. It don't look good. He look like booty.
No,
he look like booty.
Don't look good.
So
he don't look good.
So then all of a sudden, because I just spilled this out the other day, all of a sudden, following day after I said this, there's a report from the coach that he got policeman's foot. That's what they call it. That's the nickname for it. Policeman's foot, because I can't pronounce what
plantar fasciitis.
Yeah. What he said.
Yep. and for
I
people
had that
don't
before.
remember,
That shit hurts.
So
it just
you know,
it hit me the other day.
And when you read the entire thing, and what we were talking about, because I just didn't tell you this, Carl, BG, and Jen. I told you this like a month ago.
Right.
Oh well,
right,
we'll see.
Right.
We'll see how he looks.
I was hoping for better, man.
Yeah.
I was hoping for better.
Dude, I was hoping I'd be wrong too. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, I heard that come on, that you if your heels hurt, and how you expect to walk, let alone play.
Especially a 7'2" guy.
Yeah.
He has no lift, man. You're trying to make a jump shot. That man's got nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we know he's notoriously known for starting slow. Don't get me wrong, for looking lazy, out of basketball shape early in the season. But this is unlike any year. Like
when he made the comment as well, well, I've been on my couch. That's telling me that
it was facts.
The organization, all of them knew about it, and he was told to sit his butt down and not do nothing.
Get off your feet.
You know what I'm saying? Get off your feet and try to rehabilitate it. But as stubborn as this man is, I don't believe he was listening. You feel me?
Actually,
but that's my whole thing. That's what I'm saying. If you're not 100%, it's the beginning of the season. If everybody's quote unquote saying it's a long season, bro, please let somebody else play while this policeman's foot thing becomes a rent-a-cop thing, because Jesus Christ, you're only going to hurt the team. We're going to keep losing because you out there trying to do something that you're really not supposed to be doing. Because for me, being my curiosity, I Googled this, and some of the stuff that said is a remedy. First thing was like, lose weight, get off your feet, change your sport that you play. Come on, man. Like,
I want to play.
And I have to say, go ahead.
No, Jen, go right ahead.
I was going to say, the fourth quarter of the last game, he was sitting on the bench for a good part of it, and that's when they made a comeback. And then he comes back in the game and throws a bizarre cross-course pass to Maxey. I mean, I think like him coming back in that game was a terrible idea. They were doing better without him out there.
I wanna play devil's advocate here, and I believe absolutely just what Doc Rivers said. I believe that he does have plantar fasciitis. It did bother him in the offseason, which allowed the team and the organization to tell him to, chill out. And anybody knows that if you're chilling out the majority of the summer, instead of, working that muscle memory, the first couple 4, 5, 6 games, this guy is out of shape. He has not been working out, due to instructions. So this is what we're seeing out here. We're seeing a guy that has not been working out because the team has told him, get off your feet. So he looks a couple steps slower. So, I believe this is what we're seeing out here. They're saying that it's not an issue right now. It's not bothering him right now. But what is bothering him is the lack of conditioning that he suffered from not balling in the offseason. This is what we're seeing. He's like a guy coming off the couch playing with professionals that's been working out all summer.
All right, so here's the thing.
He's a shell of himself.
this injury is only on one foot. If you go
Right.
and look up how many exercises you could do while you're on your back or with one foot, an onslaught of exercises is gonna come out. But he'd rather pick up a controller and play video games because he is a gamer. He is a gamer.
He's a
I don't
gamer.
know.
It's not a lot of cardio.
Bro, you could do
with
one-footed push-ups. You could do all types of stuff on your back, bicycle kicks, all that stuff to try to stay in shape. Honestly, I don't think he was doing that.
Right there. Not mentally tough enough.
Yeah, that too. That's another thing that we've been saying. He don't have that killer instinct. He don't possess that. That's why I said what I said when I made the comparison about the McNabb vibes, because McNabb had all the skills to do what you had to do, but it was one thing missing that didn't get him over the top, and that was that killer instinct, that fire in your eye, that desire to get over the top and take that trophy, not just get it. When you're a leader of your team, and that's what Embiid is, you got to do something that makes the rest of the team follow you. Like that little sloppy play, that crappy attitude, that is infectious. Just like a positive attitude is, negative attitude is the same exact thing. It could do the same. You can get the same results.
Yep. I was just having this discussion about this earlier this afternoon. Like that body language on the court.
Yeah, it was horrible. That was horrible.
Just like, I mean, come on, you're the leader of this team, dude. Is that really the image you want to put forth? Not only to your team, but to your opponent, that you're just lazy and you don't give a shit? Because that's what it looks like. BG, what do you think? You're quiet over there.
I personally don't think I personally don't believe in my heart that Joel Embiid doesn't give a shit. It does appear that way to us, the fans, to people watching, to the media. It appears that way. I know he cares, but he has to care 365 days out the year. Just caring for the playoffs or just caring for after January, he got to be able to have a summer where it's like, I'm not going to just get better at shooting jump shots. I'm going to get better at my weaknesses. That's a lot of basketball players' problem. They go in the summer and work on the things they're good at. You got to work on your weaknesses, and your weaknesses is your conditioning. Your weaknesses is staying healthy. You have to do that. Like you just have to. So I don't think it's a lack of care. I truly believe in my heart that the one thing he wants is to bring a championship to the city. I do believe that, but he has to want to put in the work to do that.
He absolutely does.
We all know he's the best offensive center in the NBA. He's the most complete center. Yeah, we could talk about Jokic. He could win an MVP. He could pass. He could do all that. Cool. I'm taking Embiid 1,000 times over. We know what he is. It has to turn into something other than a second round exit. It has to turn into something other than I average a lot of points and then we go on early in the playoffs. We can't keep doing that. We just can't.
While I got you on, BG, can I post a question to you? You touched on something earlier about the style of James Harden play. The first game, he had 31 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Second game, 35 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. But do you feel like this style of play with him at point guard is conducive to us winning later in the season? Or should he be moved off the ball and have Tyrese Maxey on the ball to maybe accelerate his offensive game in this lineup? What's your thoughts on that?
No, I'd rather Harden be the one. It doesn't seem like it works because we're a team that plays through a center. But let's act like if we had 4 shooters on the court, having James Harden's style of basketball would be amazing. But the difference is this is the first time in James Harden's career that the best player on his team is a center. It's not a guy that's just want to stand there. It's not a guy that just want to stand there, set a screen, roll, and catch lobs. This is a guy that needs the ball. So do I think that it can work? Yes. Do I understand what people's concern is? I do understand it, but it's simply because of that fact. The second that James Harden and Joel Embiid learn how to coexist, I'm not saying they're not coexisting, but the second they learn how to win together, we are scary. We are scary. But I would rather the one than Maxey. Maxey, I'm not saying he can't play the one. I just rather him at the 2.
I got something to say about this.
Guy. Go ahead.
That's an excellent point what BG made. And I agree 100%. But we also need for Tyrese Maxey to stop taking a back seat. He's like, when these guys are going off, his game is different. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's
He's tentative.
He's tentative. He's hesitant. Like you could see the hesitation. He doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? That the first game that we lost to Boston, they kind of had to force the ball to him. Like, bro, go do your thing. Like, do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning of the game, even though he was being defended by somebody who was way taller than him, he was just giving the ball up. He wasn't doing what Maxey, like what we like to see Maxey do. And he was doing that a lot last year. He would take the back seat and let these guys do their thing. I don't want to see that this year. Like, take initiative. You know what I'm saying? If
That's what
I like that he works hard. I like all of that. All the boxes are checked except for the fact of he is that timidness. I see it is reeking, and I don't like it. Like, bro, take off with the ball and do what you got to do. Compliment these other two guys.
Agreed. I just wanted to make a point about something real quick. Do you know who we're going to see today on the Spurs bench? We're going to see Brett Brown.
Brett,
I'm serious. Brett Brown is on
me?
the coaching staff of the freaking Spurs now.
That's crazy how you go backwards in life because he started with Greg Popovich.
Exactly. Yup.
I mean,
it's crazy how you go backwards.
That's been his man for over 20 years. I knew he would always have a job with him. He just took a year off of basketball, man. But, some people are better in certain roles. And, I think he's a better assistant coach than a head coach. Behind the scenes, teaching, that seems to be his thing more than having all that light on him. All that pressure on him. I don't think he did well with that, So we started something, guys. This thing of ours. We started something a few years ago. For people that like to bet, FanDuel goers. People was wondering who's going to score this, who's going to score that, who's going to have this many rebounds, and they needed a source. And we found a guy like no other. And we named it after him. And it's called, Jose.
And now,
what is it called?
For BG's Over and Under.
What up,
BG?
man? Oh, here we go, man. These over and unders are unlike any over unders. These are different. So first, the big fella is not 100%. Big fella's not ready to play.
Right.
One person that I know has been screaming for somebody to get in the game is Carl. So tonight, Paul Reed, 10.5 minutes. Jen, could you keep track as well, please?
Yeah. I can also say, if I'm going to be basing it on the past 2 games, I'm going to say under, because he hasn't been playing any of the bench players except like 1 or 2 for more than freaking 5 minutes. But we'll see.
So what you got? Don't look.
I got under. I said under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not listening, Pop.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna say under as well. I'm not even gonna give you an explanation. Under. I'm saying under because I don't trust. My explanation is I don't trust Glenn Rivers. Period. I can't say this man gonna get. He gonna get that. And right now, history saying negative Ghost Rider. So no, I'm picking under.
Understood. I'm going with the under too.
I'll take the under. And Sam said, "What's up, Kamir?" Kamir say, "What's up?"
What's up?
What's up?
I'm gonna go with the under too. As much as I want it to be an over, I would love to see a Paul Reed sighting tonight, especially against a team like the Spurs. No disrespect to that organization, but they don't have the talent this year. Hell, Popovich even said, "Hey, look, we're just trying to get better every game. We're not even thinking about no playoffs." So this would be the perfect opportunity for a guy like Paul Reed to get some meaningful minutes, giving B some type of rest. So I'm gonna take the under on that. So next, I've lowered my standards, man. I lowered my standards big time for this one. And I'm gonna just go out and say 17.5 points for the bench.
17.5 points for the bench is the over and under. 17.5 points. I'm gonna have to say under. I lost it last game because I was going for the hopeful, And that's what got me in the hole last year, hoping people get stuff. I'm going to go on what you show me. And what they show me is they cannot score. So until they show me that they can score together, I'm taking the under. Under, over.
Under.
Under. Kamir says under as well.
All right, come here.
Jose?
Yeah. Finally, I think when it comes to the over and unders, that Carl made sense. So I'm rocking with him and going under.
Woo! What, Jose? What you say, Jose? No, what you say, Jose? Say that again.
Yeah, y'all heard me. You can go back. You can go back on Spotify or her radio, Apple Podcast, and go listen to it on there. What I said.
Oh, that's good. That's
Nice
all right.
plug
So
right there.
I'm gonna take.
Nice
I'm
plug.
taking the over, and the only reason I'm taking the over is because we're playing the Spurs, and he is not playing Harden and Tucker for 40 minutes tonight. If he does, he's an idiot. And
I'm going over exact same reasons, Jen. Exact same reasons. The bench should be playing today. The bench should be in the game a nice amount today. And if they're in the game,
Should be playing.
hopefully they're putting the ball in the basket. So I'm going with the over. I don't think it's outrageously over, but I think this is the game the bench gets it together. If it's going to be against any opponent, it's going to be the Spurs. All right, last but not least, man, we talked about this earlier, man. We want to see something. We want to see the dog Maxey. We want to see the Maxey that's going to go out there and say, "Look, I'm talented. I know you a Hall of Fame, James Harden. Embiid, I know you're the best big man in the league, but like I'm up and coming, and I can give that spark." So Tyrese Maxey, 23.5 points tonight. Jose, you got it.
Tyrese Maxey, 23.5 points.
Where the half come from?
Until that kid proves me
Explain
wrong,
that to you.
I'm stick to my guns right now because I'm confused. I'm scratching head right now, so I'm gonna stay under.
Jen?
I'm going over because it's the Spurs, and the same reason that I just said. I think that Harden's not going to play as many minutes, and Maxey's going to get a chance to shine.
Carl?
Delia Wynn is thinking under. I'm going like that, and it's back on what I've said about the bench. And y'all know I love Tyrese Maxey. I've been pumping him up big time. I get it. But until you show me that this is what you're going to do, I'm going to have to go like Delia.
You're going to have to do what? You broke up a little bit.
I had to face that. The emoji, try to make the face that right there.
I think he said under.
Under.
Okay. BG?
I never seen Joel Embiid win MVP, and I still picked him to be the MVP last year. I don't need to wait to see it. I'm gonna call it and say Tyrese Maxey goes over tonight. This is it. We can't afford to go 0-3. We need him to be the best scoring guard on the team tonight. Not the best guard, because James Harden has an amazing 18, 13, and 11. I'm living with that. But we need him to be our best scorer tonight, in my opinion. Tyrese Maxey should score over. So I'm going to go with the over, man. I believe in the kids still. I haven't given up on anybody on this roster, whether they hurt or not, whether we 0-2 or not.
Me
The only
neither.
person that's ever on the hot seat is Doc Rivers, in my opinion.
Yeah, look at Ann Sims.
Yeah.
All the crap y'all was talking about K. Scott last year. Now y'all couldn't wait to hear it because y'all got too much of ESPN, too much
Got
of
too much
TNT.
damn Stan Van Gundy.
Now y'all can't wait to hear K. Scott. Bro, y'all threw her under the bus. Y'all threw rocks at her. Y'all did everything.
Big
so with
time.
that being
Big
said,
time.
we got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. If you really want to mess with us, you can find us on TikTok and Snapchat too. We everywhere. We all over the place.
Right.
Carl, where else
Right.
we at?
We at your mama house.
So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. No te olvides a decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo.
Wepa. Hey, can I clear something up right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wepa.
A lot of people hit me up and said, "Damn, BG,
What's up?
I watched the show the other day and you was on it." He said, "Man, you in prison?" I'm not in prison. I know this look.
Bro, turn the light over. Let me see. Hold up. Turn the light. Bro, turn the light over to the bed real quick. That is definitely Club BG right there. Look, Club BG, let's get it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's
that's
get it. Let's get
hilarious.
it. The turn
Bet.
up. Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
let's go
Yes, sir.
Sixers.
Let's go Sixers.
See y'all after this game.